This is Down There Somewhere. I am Connor Malick, and I am joined by Jacob Daniels, as always, and we have a special guest, my fiance, wife-to-be,
Yes.
Natasha Kagul.
Will we be married by the time of the next episode?
Yes,
Are you recording
we will be. No, we won't
next
be.
week?
Yes, we're going to record next week, for sure.
Okay. Will you
Yeah.
record on site at our wedding?
I won't be drunk because of reasons, so
Yeah.
if Jake's intoxicated, that's okay. We can deal with that.
Yeah. All football knowers at our wedding to do like a football hot take.
Okay, so there's 6 of those.
Yeah.
Run around and record it.
It would be like enough that it would be fun, but not so many that it's like obnoxious.
Yeah, I mean, there's not going to be a conga line of ball knowers. Those don't exist,
No,
really.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, people don't really know ball like that. We might be joined by additional special guest and initially planned producer. Oops, Seahawks touchdown. Go boys. Initially planned producer of this podcast, Brian Garcia. But he hasn't produced anything, and it's all me, so he's kind of just here. No credit for Brian. If he shows up, he shows up. But yeah, so wanted to start off today with Division
Not
Watch.
even a participation trophy.
No, not at all. There's no equity or participation trophies there.
No.
I have 100% voting share in a company I haven't created yet.
By Connor Malick, produced by Connor Malick, starring Connor Malick.
This is your Speak Now album, sweetheart.
Written by AI.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, okay, so going through the divisions really quick before we get to the previews. The AFC East is looking fucking pathetic. I really didn't think it would be this bad, but like Bills 3-0, Pats are 1-2, and then the Jets and Dolphins are both 0-3. This is way worse than anybody would have thought, but also kind of exactly what everybody thought.
look, to quote Haley Steinfeld, she was asked to name the 4 teams in the AFC East, and she said the Bills and the Bills' 3 sons. And she wasn't
Yeah.
wrong.
No,
Like,
not at
that
all.
is a technically
Not at all.
accurate response.
Yeah.
But it's the perfect division for the Bills because they always play down, so it still somehow creates competitive divisional games.
Yeah. They play down, but they win. And then they look dominant. Like, at the last second, they figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patriots still can't figure it out. The Jets and the Dolphins are the Jets and the Dolphins. AFC North isn't too interesting. It's mostly interesting in that the Ravens and the Browns at this point are the same record. I think that's mostly due to strength of schedule for the Ravens. Kinda got
It's
screwed
1 and 2
twice.
looks a lot different, really, is what it is.
It does. Usually
just
1 and
such a-
2 is, oh man, but now I'm like, these teams are all frisky.
But look at the Ravens, you're like, yeah, I could see how it happened. It's like that was a hard way to open it up.
Yeah.
Well, this is what, yeah, it's one of those times where you're like, oh man, like they have 2 losses, they're fucked. And then like week 16 or whatever, they still have 2 losses and they're fine.
Right.
You're like, oh, that was stupid.
Yeah.
And the Cleveland Browns, they're 1 and 2. Their defense is 1 and 2.
Yeah, defense,
Effectively.
offense. I
It's
like
a hard
that they won
life.
the game. They won. Quinshawn Judkins and the defense won the game almost exclusively last week. I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch the
Defense
highlights
wins
to know
games, guys.
that Joe Flacco didn't do anything because I didn't hear him doing anything. Nobody was like, "Oh man, did you see Joe Flacco slinging it?" No. At most, they said, "Wow, look at Joe Flacco get off the bench. He's really quick with it."
Yeah, I saw something that was, if they hadn't gotten rid of Baker and traded for Deshaun, it'd be this team right now with Baker Mayfield as the quarterback and 2 additional first-round picks,
Dude, okay, that's yeah.
which is
I mean,
absurd. They'd be the king of this
they'd
division
be so
right now.
good. They'd be fucking insane. They'd be so good. Yeah. We'll shit on the Browns more later. The South also looks fucked up. Houston is 0-3. Tennessee is 0-3, but that makes sense. The Colts, led by
Colts?
Daniel Jones, are 3-0 right now and have like insanely good point differential. It's
Indiana
crazy.
Jones,
They have the
baby.
highest point differential.
The
out
AFC
there.
South is just settling back to normalcy, which is with
Yeah.
the Colts
Yeah.
beating the shit out of everyone else in the
Yeah.
division.
They're realigning.
You know, Jake, when we talked about before about them getting a Manning, in 2 years, I think they got him. They have their gawky
do.
Yeah.
fuck. They have their gawky white fuck out there doing this thing. So I think they're all
Does he
good.
have a long neck? How big is his forehead?
He looks pretty long. Take a
He
look.
look
Okay.
look
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go back because
He's a brontosaurus.
It just looked like 3 copies on the Manning cast when he did that interview.
You know what?
Yeah, he does.
You know what?
He looks like that third Manning, Cooper Manning, the one that didn't play professional football.
He's
You mean the most athletic
dad.
one? The most athletic one, yeah.
Whichever the Hemsworth is that people don't care about because he's not cute.
Oh, man, what is his name? He was in Westworld. See?
Was he?
It's Leslie or something. I don't know. It's something. I don't know. Anyway, while our guest is looking that up for us,
And I love
Luke, not Leslie, Luke Hemsworth. Sorry, Luke, you're not Leslie.
And the Colts too, doing it all with their owner standing on the sideline with a clipboard and headphones tuned
don't
in. It's like
disrespect
the
my girl.
greatest.
No, we're not. We're not.
I'm not. I'm saying like it's. I don't know. It's like getting to watch the management right up front, and it's how I would think a normal person would manage this if they were stuck in that situation.
Carly Ursay Gordon. I saw a GIF of her on the sidelines. Shane Steichen fucked up a play call, and he like ran like a run that wasn't good, and she was looking at the play call sheet, and she like went, okay, and then it was a bad play, and then like they still got the first down afterwards, but she was like, what the fuck? This is actually bad. She knows ball. She actually knows ball. She spent all her time knowing ball instead of being yeah.
She knew that this was going to be an eventuality, that she would take over the team. She didn't know when, and I mean,
all respect to Jim Irsay, she had to know it was coming soon. So
Look,
Jim was not a sober man.
Jim was pounding on death's door for at least 2 decades. So I am like, I love Jim. Jim's great.
I will just say again, as a woman who likes sports, the barrier to entry into respectability category is so high, and so it might look a little goofy, especially because she loves those glittery outfits. But she's there because she knows ball and because it helps her manage the team better and evaluate her coaches, her players, all of that when she's actually on the field seeing what's happening and evaluating the play calls as they happen live.
I think she'd be so much better as an owner if she was just getting drunk on scotch in the booth like the other 31.
Look, man. I mean, like...
I'm joking.
Jerry is not a drunkard. He's a teetotaler.
I've never seen him drinking.
Yeah.
He's a teetotaler?
Yeah.
Man, that must be hard considering the state of the Cowboys for the last 30 years.
He's been raw dogging that shit. Like,
you
ever
think maybe
sober.
If he drank, they'd be better?
I think he'd be a little bit more loosey-goosey with his stuff. I just listened to the New Heights pod, and they interviewed Dion. And Dion was Dioning harder than Dion has ever Dioned. And he said that Jerry Jones belongs in the Hall of Fame of owners because a player has never said a crossword against him. Which I'm like,
how about you work on raising your son to get in the first round?
Your parents divorced and your dad just took you all the fun games and everything while mom did everything, all the real stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't know what the fuck was going on. Dion has no idea what Jerry was like. He was there to get paid and run out of the stadium. That's all he was there for.
And it was the good times. It was during the good times.
Times of plenty.
I'm also like, sure, a player's never going to say a bad thing explicitly against him, but I'm not sure Micah Parsons would say that he belongs in the Hall of Fame of owners right now. Like, we have very contemporaneous evidence that that's not exactly everybody's perspective on that man. But anyway,
you know how they always say if you split Tom Brady's career up into 3 parts, you have 3 Hall of Fame careers. If you split Jerry Jones' ownership into 3 parts, you have like 2 attempted murders and 1 Hall of Fame career. Like, it's terrible. Speaking of murders, the Kansas City Chiefs are dead. They are 1-2, and we will never see them win a game ever again.
Taylor's playing the Super Bowl.
They need to blow it up. Start the new regime.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be really funny in week 6 when they have Xavier Worthy back and Rashee Rice, and everybody's gonna be swallowing their words. But
free 4.
The Chargers figured it out
Stupid
too.
as shit.
Chargers figured it out.
The Chargers are insane. The Chargers have stepped into a Bizarro World version where they win. They finish games without shooting themselves in the foot.
And then, I mean, the Raiders still suck. We figured that. Sorry, any Raiders fans listen to this. I know that it's probably really hard to get the Wi-Fi at the McDonald's you're sitting at right now, but, you know. Moving on to the NFC, the NFC East. God, that's a really bad thing. I might cut that. They're going to stab me.
You're not going to talk about the...
That's right. Yeah.
Bo Nix's struggles.
Oh, man. Bo Nix.
And how poor the Broncos look now.
More like Bo stinks. Anyway, moving on to the NFC East.
Whoa, you
I know.
got his ass
Might have to cut that one too.
Yeah, what are the Broncos fans gonna do? Yeah.
Come fight with their high altitude training.
Yes.
They
Their
would have-
cardio's insane.
NFC East, the Eagles feel like the most unimpressive and also like most unstoppable, like 3-0 team. Here.
Yeah.
I don't like the way they play. I think it's just I don't like seeing them play, and it feels unfair, and it doesn't feel like earned. So I'm like, no. But this division's going exactly how you think it would go.
Yeah.
But I like that, honestly. I think the approach it is we're just going to run the ball literally until we're certain that has been stopped. And then I guess we'll pass because it works so well. So I guess we'll just score with that. And it's like going deep into the woods with 2-wheel drive and not getting in 4-wheel drive until you're stuck. That's all it is.
I would love if a team just played goal line defense against them for an entire series. I know it wouldn't work. I know it wouldn't work, but if they just tried it.
I don't know if you saw the news, but Desmond Watson has hit his weight goals and is now back on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Hey,
does that give you hope?
The Tush Push Destroyer.
Oh my god.
It's the sumo wrestler and the goalie scenario.
Yeah, the only guy at the top of his division here is, ooh, we get our best asset back soon. No.
Let's see Jalen Hurts squat 650 when it's not completely balanced 6'3" and slippery because it's super sweaty. Let's see that work out for him.
Vita Vea is hanging on his shoulders as he tries to squat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
no.
and Matt, like, are you fucking kidding me? You have to go through Vita Vea and Desmond Watson? Good God.
But he won't be in it. We play the Eagles this week.
No thanks.
We'll get to that.
We'll see there. And then we have the Packers. We'll talk more about them, but they're 2-1. They got humbled. You know, we all have our times.
But
We all have our
like
times.
one thing we kind of were right, at least through almost a quarter of the way, is that the NFC North is anyone's game except for the Bears.
The Bears, I'm ready to say the Bears are back. They won one game. They're back. Now, back to what exactly? I don't know. I wasn't alive for the Monsters of Midway, but I'm told that they were very good and that this is reminiscent. So
They were in there somewhere. I'm still pulling for my boy Jared Goff and my Lions. I love those boys.
Tell
do love the
tales of
Lions.
Rex
That's
Grossman slinging the ball.
That was great. I did love Sexy Rex. That's namesake of this podcast.
It's cold and dark in Chicago.
Sure is. Sure is. Then we got the NFC South.
Just the
Bucks
beautiful
on top.
dumpster
This
fire.
looks exactly the way you thought it would look. I thought the Falcons might show a little bit more fight here, but they're not. You know,
No.
fellow bird team down. Sorry, sweetie. And then we have the NFC West. This sucks. What the fuck? Why are you
Most
people here?
competitive division.
Right. And for no good reason, too.
Who the fuck are you people? What are the Cardinals doing? By the way, I'm gonna briefly look to my right. 7-3. Go good bird. Go Bluebirds. Fuck those Redbirds. You know. Yeah. Fuck you, Cardinals.
It's just like Kyle Shanahan in a fucking trench coat with a bunch of piles of like pieces of players together, going
what?
3-0.
You know what? I'm not gonna get political, but do you think the stadium is fuller right now than it was on Sunday? Was it fuller on Sunday or is it fuller right now? Food for thought. Anyway, moving on. That was Division Watch,
I love being
everyone.
married.
You have
Yeah.
gotten raptured. This is heaven. If
Oh my
you are
God.
listening.
Okay.
Almost heaven. Glendale,
West
Arizona.
The rapture can't happen if you predict it. So stop trying to predict it and the rapture might happen. But also, there's nothing in the actual Bible about the good people getting jooped up and everybody else being left.
I like
It's
the
just
idea
everybody.
that all the good people they did try, there just weren't any. And it did happen, just no one hit the criteria.
They were just like, they fully good placed us. They were like, oh yeah, none of you people qualify. That's tough.
No, it's one of those things where it's like space. They're light years away, but we still haven't stopped seeing them yet.
Oh my God.
It's a 7-minute delay, actually.
Yeah. In 1 year, they'll be gone.
Y'all are something.
All right, so we're starting off with a slate of games. This is our preview of the Seahawks-Cardinals game. I predict that in the second quarter, it'll be 4th and 15. We'll be punting at 12:08. It'll be 7-3. That's my preview of the Seahawks-Cardinals game.
Lock that in on the parlay.
Lock it in, baby.
Your anytime punt.
That'd be the worst bet they could possibly do. That'd be crazy.
Oh my god.
Except for the Colts. No punts.
No
punts for the Colts.
No punts. Man. I do think that the Cardinals are such a weird fucking team because I don't think any of the pieces fit together. But I feel like they do have like good pieces on the roster.
If I said they were kind of like the 49ers just without Kyle Shanahan, so it really is a giant mystery about how they like function every week.
I mean, like Kyler sucks, right? We're all in agreement that Kyler's bad. Like he's on his way out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Marvin Harrison Jr., I'm not sure about. I don't know if it's just like the scheme or he's just not. I think he was just kind of overhyped. I think it's because his dad was like, his dad probably chased somebody down with a bat, and then all the other analysts heard, and they put him up to number 1. So I think that's why.
No, it's because he has a jugs machine in the hotel conference room.
Oh, that's true.
That's
too.
the difference.
If you haven't seen it, look up Marvin Harrison chasing someone down that rents from him. So there's a cool video of it, I think.
I'll pass on that.
It might be Reggie Wayne, but I'm pretty sure it's Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison. You check that out. Viewers at home, check that out. James Conner's out. It's Trey Benson's time. I wouldn't have started him this week because apparently our defense is good, but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't watch sports. I'm just here to talk about them. The Seahawks are good. I think they're winning this game. I don't really have anything to say about this other than go Birds. Go Blue Birds.
Yeah, I think they're going to win. Your defense is good for some reason.
Also, like Sam Darnold is like the best. He's like the number 1 ranked player by PFF this year. He's got like a 98. It's kind of crazy. I don't know what it is, but he looks good.
I see some crazy lists come out of PFF.
Oh my.
It's only been 3 games, guys, but the season's basically over, and Sam Darnold's the best quarterback of all time. This is just like I said in preseason, if you recall. Don't recall it. Okay, then now we have Vikings versus Steelers in Dublin at 6:30
Dublin
in the AM. If you're in the it's the Pidita. From the East Coast, the Pidita. In the East Coast, it'll be at 9 a.m. for you. Yeah, my first immediate thought about this was not only will I think this will be a kind of a funny game because the Vikings have Carson Wentz, and the Steelers have Aaron Rodgers, so it's like the ultimate quarterback battle of 6 years ago.
Of 2016.
8 years ago. Yeah, sorry, 8 years ago. But also, like, imagining, I don't know if they can scrape together the money. I don't know how much money Yinzers have over there in that eastern pocket of Pennsylvania. But the idea of Yinzers going over there and being just as incomprehensible to hear and understand as people, as like real Irish people, is great. Just them screeching at each other.
You think you were in like a remote part of Ireland where there's like remote village dialects that can't speak to each other, but it's just a guy from fucking Pittsburgh trying to talk to a local in English.
Like, I've never heard this one before. You must be from up north.
Oh my god.
I do like the Vikings for this one though, because Jordan Addison's back, and that's just more firepower for Carson Wentz to overthrow. But I mean, some of them will land.
Yeah, and I just don't trust the Steelers. I don't know how they've even won games so far.
They won that one game, that first game, when everybody was. I think the reason they won that one time so far.
Yeah, I mean it's a team that beat the Jets by 2 and the Patriots by 7.
Yeah, yeah, because like at a certain point you're like, wait a minute, he's old, and wait a minute, this team actually isn't that good. It's the same thing as last year with DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers.
Honestly, might be a good thing they're using Carson Wentz too, because J.J. McCarthy's brain might be blown going to another country. I feel like he hasn't traveled outside that much.
I'd be worried that he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm just like Braveheart.
Someone's
and then, like, they kill him 'cause
scrambling.
they're Scottish, actually.
Someone's scrambling to get him a passport because he forgot that he needed one of those.
Do we think that he's dumb? Is that?
No, I just think he's 23 years old.
Oh yeah, that's true. He might not know. Yeah, I think it's for the best that he's not playing, because I don't know. It was just painful watching Michael Penix and J.J. McCarthy play football a couple weeks ago, and I don't want to see that again. I don't want to see the oldest quarterback and the youngest quarterback just kind of throw non-frozen ropes, thawed ropes.
Like you might get when Mariota and Michael Penix get together in the next game.
No. Oh shit, that's true. Oh fuck. Okay, yeah, moving on. Moving on to the Commanders of the Falcons.
You lined it up so well as you started to complain about how that's what you didn't want to watch.
Is Jaden Daniels in this week?
I do not know. I will.
Research
Jamie,
break.
pull that up.
I'm pulling it up right now. Research break, everyone.
Research break.
He's in a limited practice.
God, I hate this so much. This is why you can't trust doctors. Jaden Daniels says he feels good, but status is up to the doctors. It's his body. It's his choice. Let him play. Let that man play. I'm tired of starting Caleb Williams. It's been 1 week.
Oh my god.
He won me all my leagues last week, but it's been 1 week.
I think if we dig through the things, we can hear you going on a rant about people playing injured and how it just brings down their whole value and how stupid it is. So
yeah, I do agree. Right now, I'm just being a reactionary take guy. I'm not talking about dynasty value. Dynasty value, please rest up, my guy. Although I haven't really been that impressed with the Commanders' performance as of late, especially considering they upgraded everything, or so. Like at least that's what the idea was. They upgraded everything
by age.
Didn't they trade it? They traded for Laramie Tunsil. They got Deebo
They
Samuel.
got older everywhere.
And with age comes experience. And as we all know, past performance is an indicator of future success. Remember that, kids.
And as we all know, if Deebo was 2 years lighter, he would have scored.
I think, did you mean 2 years later?
Yeah, I meant what I said.
Okay, all right, just making sure. Yeah, thought you might have fucked up and got the wrong unit there, but okay.
I'm somewhat. Wait, can we go to the next game because this is hilarious statements.
Wait, no. I need to see. I want to talk more about the Commanders Falcons.
Okay.
We're breezing through these fucking games, bro. We got to talk about this shit. Like the Falcons are 1-2. The
Falcons are terrible.
The Falcons are 1-2. Yeah, they're really bad. I don't know what it is. Hey, question for you. Would you rather trade a first rounder to get back in the first round to grab a guy that's not going to help your defense that much? Or would you rather use that first rounder on Micah Parsons?
Now let me raise you this. Would you rather have done that after signing a veteran quarterback with injury problems while also using your previous year's first round pick to pick the oldest quarterback in the draft?
Are you guys enjoying yourselves? Are you having a good time over there?
Are you a Falcons fan?
Swallowing. No, you're talking about Micah Parsons. Sorry, I just booked my first wedding, so I'm just very excited.
Wow.
Money go
Live
longer.
show.
Start that LLC right now.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
If any listeners are getting married, we offer wedding planning services. Let me know. Party
Sponsored
phone. Anyway.
by them.
And I know
Okay, walk back in.
I know it's only people that I know that listen to this podcast, so I know a bunch of you are getting fucking married. You know,
And he hates you for it.
make that velocity of money come towards my house. Crash into my house, please.
Yes.
Someone casually listening to this podcast on a walk just got a cold
ooh,
shiver down their
okay.
spine as they heard you. I know
I
that
know
you're out
you.
there.
I know you're getting married. I do think this is frankly, it's a must-win game for both of them. You can say that about most games, but the Commanders really need to win this game because 2-2, I mean, there's a good chance that the Eagles go 4-0. You don't want to be back 2 games and stuck hoping for the wild card spot. And the same thing with the Falcons. If they go down to 1-3, they're completely screwed. And I know that they came out and said that they are going to practice patience with Michael Penix, especially considering they fucking took him in the first round at like 10th overall. And Kirk Cousins hasn't exactly looked good in the last 4 years. But do you think they're going to start getting restless if they go, they invest all this money, they have an offense that's like supposedly ready-made to win. They have Bijan. I mean, like, how many first-round picks do they have in this? They have Penix, they have their O-lineman, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson. Like, this team should be ready to take off, and it's just not at all.
And I don't think anyone's clamoring for Kirk Cousins to come back in. So I think it's really more whether or not Raheem Morris is going to be the coach at the end of the year, I think.
That's true. Yeah, I haven't felt like inspired by anything they've done. It doesn't feel like when they're in close situations, like I feel like they're going to be put in a position to win.
And they're like, if Raheem's kind of an defensive-minded guy, they've put all that extra shit into the defensive players, and it's just not. Everyone says that the Atlanta Falcons defense should be super scary, and it's not. And then their offense is kind of dysfunctional, and they've had some weird time management things too. So I think it's Raheem. How long Raheem Morris lasts.
If we're doing a check-in right now of coaching hires based on whether or not they were an offensive or defensive guy, we have Aaron Glenn with the Jets. They are 0-3. We have, let me see here. We have Liam Cohen, 2-1 with the Jaguars, offensive guy. We have Bill Callahan, Bill Callahan, I believe, on the Tennessee Titans. He's an offensive line guy. I don't really think that counts. He's kind of just like the weird guy that eats his boogers in the back of the class. And he's got his dad there. He brought his dad. Kind of whack. As a guy who's like first dad is dead, kind of whack. Wouldn't bring him with me to a job interview. Tell you that.
I can't. Whoever that was last year that had their dad straight up next to them in the booth helping them call fucking plays at 40 years old is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
What are you gonna do, man? And then
a lot to be said about boy dads. We talk a lot about boy moms and girl dads. Those boy dads.
Now here's a guy who teaches his son how to hold it.
Please don't. Anyway, go ahead.
Use a sure grip there, son. Oh my God, Torrey Horton, let's go, baby. Anyway, all right, Torrey Horton.
My favorite thing about Sam Darnold is how surprised he looks all the time. He's got the biggest open eyes in the world.
Sam Darnold looks like he just saw breasts for the first time every time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Sam
Washington
Darnold is
will win
Connor
this.
watching Judge Judy.
Oh, I'm still going on what I was saying. The Las Vegas Raiders with Pete Carroll, defensive coach, 1-2. Then we have, keep going down the line, any new coaches here? The Bears, they have a new coach?
Yeah, Ben Johnson.
1-2. But
They won a game.
They won a game, which is incredible for the Bears. So I'm going to give that to them.
Huge for the Bears.
So I think by that metric, then, we have about 5 new coaches, and all the defensive ones have losing records. So I'm going to go ahead and say defensive head coaches take a big L right now. You guys are meant to be
Mike McDonald's
coordinators.
defense always takes a couple years to get going. Connor, quote, last year.
He's the exception because reasons. Anyway, because I'm biased. Because I'm biased.
Which is perfectly okay.
I'm biased towards the truth. This is really fucking me up. Being able to hear my voice in my own head is giving me more of an ego than I really should. But I'm like, ooh, who's this guy on the mic? Who's this guy that sounds like he has a fucking head cold right now?
The first person to like the way they sound on recorded tape. I'm happy for you, sweetheart.
I'm doing my best. Let's see here. All right, let's move on to the next one. Are we all in agreement though that the Commanders are going to win that game?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, even with Marcus Mariota. Big game for Zach Ertz. Start your Ertzes. Even if they can only, go like 1 inch after they've been hit. All right, Saints at Bills. Let's see here. So on my note here, I wrote, and Jake really thinks it's funny, I'm somewhat impressed with the Saints. This is the most moral victory start of the teams that we have.
Oh my God.
I really they're 0-3, but it feels like a good 0-3. You know what I mean?
They just went 13. They lost 44-13 to the Seahawks last week.
But they okay. To be fair, they don't look as bad as I would have thought. All the time. Last week they look bad, yes. But that's because they're playing the Seahawks.
Sometimes the dumpster doesn't smell as bad as you think it might when you walk up close.
Sometimes it's cloudy and the sun hasn't been hitting that stuff for too long.
Ain't been hitting for too long, folks.
I just think that the Saints, the Spencer Rattler does look better than I thought, in that I thought he was like a CFL quarterback, and he's actually keeping Tyler Shuck at bay. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but he's keeping Tyler Shuck off the field, and I think that's admirable.
Spencer Rattler is the opposite of a quarterback you have faith in. When you're like, oh, cool, it's the fourth. we need this drive. I feel good. Spencer Rattler is the polar opposite of that. When you're like, man, we're not getting a first down.
Oh my God.
That ball's going to go 3 yards every time. And the Bills are going to throttle them. It's at Buffalo.
Oh man.
The line is 15.5.
I mean, Spencer better stay on the bus because they're going to put him through a table on the way into the game. It's tragic for the Saints. I don't feel bad about what's happening to the Saints at all, because if you have any background on the ownership of the Saints, you will know immediately that this is what they deserve. You can Google that yourself. I'll talk about it in the future once we have sponsors that I can embarrass, but for now I'll keep it to myself. Yeah. So like the Saints, I'm feeling the main thing that I was thinking about with the Saints is, when the fuck are we going to get Chris Olave off the Saints? Because if he can stop bouncing his head off the ground and get to a dude team, he could be a really good player. Okay, that was meaner than I meant it to be. I didn't mean that like derogatively. I love
If he can
Chris
stop
Olave.
getting CTE, dude, you think he's doing that on purpose?
Well, it's a pattern. It's happened 5 times.
He's kind of in a position to be bounced.
I have this feeling
It's on the
that
Saints.
no matter what, it will still be kind of sad, like Keenan Allen going to the Bears.
Yeah, that's true. But he's 6 years younger than
We'll be
Keenan
like
Allen.
Chris Olave to the Houston Texans for CJ Stroud to miss him.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. Okay, we'll get there in a second. All right. I think we're all pretty obviously on the idea that the Bills are gonna destroy the Saints. I can't even like with a straight face say this feels like a trap game at all.
But it's the Lions. The Lions could shit the bed, and this game could be another 16-15
This game,
awful
Browns at Lions.
showing.
Browns at Lions is a fucking trap game. That is absolutely a fucking trap game for the Lions. Everybody feels great about the Lions right now, but Saints Bills is not a trap game. At all. No whatsoever. No. Browns Lions. After seeing what happened to the Ravens, after seeing what happened to the Packers. This defense is absurd, and the other problem I have is, if the Lions can't get going on offense, do they have the defensive personnel to stop Quinshon Judkins from running down the fucking field? Because he just had 98 yards and a touchdown against the Packers. And as Tash knows, they just acquired Micah Parsons for the low price of two late picks and Kenny Clark.
What was left of it? Stuff.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. We'll talk about the Cowboys later on. Yeah, I think that the Lions do look better than I thought. I think I'm ready to eat shit that the Lions actually are a good team. They definitely proved that when they fucking waffle stomped Ben Johnson and the Bears down the drain. But man, the defense is so good that I feel like I also feel better about Jared Goff, but if they stop the run even a little bit and put it all on Jared Goff, this is it's not a legacy game, but it almost is a little bit of a legacy game for Jared Goff, and that I think he's proven that he can read a defense a little bit. He's come far since like 2018, 2019 timeframe, but if he can't figure it out against the Browns, where like you're basically all you have to do is score fucking once or twice and you win the game, that's going to be real trouble. And Detroit's never going to lose faith in him, but I think it'll be a moral loss, the opposite of what the Saints are experiencing right now.
It's a good test, because that's what he needs to be able to get over, is a team with a dominant pass rusher that even if the first quarter goes terribly, he still fucking comes back and does something, rather than when they screw up at the beginning and then they never find their footing, and it's like they're like trying to stay above water for 3 other quarters.
Yeah, if Jared screws up, it's kind of it's over. I will save the stories about Jared Goff that Tosh has until we have another friend on, Kim, because Kim does have firsthand experience with Jared Goff at
Kim as well.
University of Cal Berkeley. Go Bears.
I'm so sorry. Do you want me to call yours the University of Oregon?
The University of Oregon State University.
The University of Oregon State University at Corvallis.
The University of the Oregon State University.
The California State University of colleges.
Oh my God.
Berkeley. Go Bears.
Berkeley.
How do I get out of here?
You can't. You're in a liminal space, just like me.
Oh,
Connor fell asleep in front of the closet door.
Speaking of liminal spaces, Titans at Texans.
Dude, I love turning my Sunday morning into Thursday night. Because it feels like a lost Thursday night game.
This is a waste of time.
As I said before, yeah. As we talked about before, when you're like in the throes of June, July, there's no fucking TV on. There's no sports. It's like July baseball. Nothing matters at all. Your family wants you to go outside, and you're like, I would fucking kill for any matchup in the NFL right now. Anyone. And you
This
would
is the monkey
This is
paw?
what's on the plate.
you would kill your whole fucking family to see 1/4 of Titans at Texans. And now that it's in the
I hate that
season,
this is even in your mind.
now
but,
now that it's in the season, Titans at Texans, you're like, ugh, fuck that shit. I'm gonna go clean.
I sold my firstborn for this.
What hath God wrought? Titans at
God.
Texans.
Oh my god.
There's nothing here. It's so bad. Like,
It's just going to be clips of C.J. Stroud and Cam Ward each getting sacked over and over and over to the Benny Hill theme.
I do think this is going to be really. Again, there's a moral victory here if Cam Ward looks better than Stroud. Moral victories everywhere. Hey, our coach sucks, but at least we got a better coach. Our receivers suck, but at least we got a better. We got our best receivers named Elick. Not a guy, not a name you want to shout from the stands. Elick.
You don't know that.
That's true. I've never met a Titans fan. Mostly because they all live in God's country and they all got raptured. So
Will there even be enough Titans to play this week?
We will be going to Nashville
Oh, wait,
the
Houston's gonna
weekend
have the same
after the Super
problem.
Bowl.
Houston, we have a problem. We fucking suck. Has Stroud, the Ringer podcast has mentioned that Stroud has looked terrible since he dapped up Caleb Williams. And since he was like, dog, you're gonna be so good someday, and he's cheeks now. He's terrible. So I don't know. I mean, I think we are also forgetting that the Texans did beat the Chargers in the playoffs last year, but I don't know if that was because of C.J. Stroud or in spite of him.
And with this new Chargers team, that feels so long ago. That's like
Oh yeah.
BC.
That's yesterday's fish wrapped in last week's news, baby. It doesn't mean nothing. Yeah.
This
Also, this
division
division's dog shit. I don't know what else there is to say. This division sucks. Like you're telling me that these teams have to play each other twice, and that some poor fucking announcer has to call this game more than once.
Picture you as just an upset little kid in Houston Texans gear. This division sucks. I never get to watch good football. It's always the goddamn Titans.
Oh my god.
And the one good game you have is against Daniel Jones as he dog walks your team up and down the field. I mean, the other thing is, can you imagine? You're a fresh local company in Tennessee. You're like, oh man, we finally have enough money to be able to fucking advertise in the local broadcast. And then you're like, oh man, we'll do the Texans Titans game. We'll get people from all over the area. And then you're like, fuck. This shit, nobody's gonna watch this shit. We just spent $25,000 on this fucking TV spot. Great. Cam Ward sucks. My wife left me. Second mortgage on the house.
She's standing over him as the TV commercial plays there. He's like, no one's watching this. You idiot.
You were a fool for thinking anybody wanted an at-home nacho cheese dispenser, Connor.
Speaking
for me
of
and-
at-home nacho cheese dispensers, Drake May and the Patriots.
Does that one work? Does that one work at all?
I don't know. It seems like loose
He
word
looks like
association.
he could be a guy who enjoys a little at-home nacho cheese.
Drake May
feels...
to me falls into a category of more confused white guys joining Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold. Just kind of surprised, they're coming to and they realize, oh fuck, I'm in a game.
just a little bit lost.
But I think Drake May is a top 5 quarterback right now in terms of fantasy points, not in skill. They're 1 and 2.
He runs around a lot, and they're playing for behind a lot, so that's a good recipe for fantasy success.
Do you think that Bill Simmons is having thoughts about that Logic song right now, the Suicide Hotline song, because Mac Jones looks so good on the Niners and they have Drake May? People are saying.
Many folks are now saying
His best bud Jimmy Kimmel gets taken off the air. Drake May's
Okay,
mid. Mac Jones is
okay.
great.
No, Bill just pops in some Celtics radio calls from the 70s while he watches the Patriots Super Bowl from the early 2000s, and he's all settled back in.
He's rocking himself inside like a fucking mental hospital. Len Bias would have been so good.
That movie, like in that movie, the accountant, when he puts on the metal music and then he starts like hitting the shit out of himself. It's that, but it's like a fucking Celtics
The
call.
accountant.
That's such a bullshit movie. I love that movie. It's a 5. It's a 5 out of 5. But it should have been called The Auditor. He's not accounting anything. He's auditing.
Yeah,
He is
he's
doing
printing it
forensic
all out
auditing.
like an idiot.
Yeah, he is. Didn't you say if you like walked into a fucking conference room and there was an auditor and he was like writing over the fucking windows, you'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? We have Excel.
I would be so confused if I saw an auditor fucking. I was like, bro, you know this is all on the computer. Yeah, no, I'll spend 8 hours fucking printing everything out for you so you can write on the goddamn walls, or we could just use the computers like everyone else.
And then you can be sexy Anna Kendrick and sleep together.
And, no, they didn't have sex.
Oh, did I?
You imagined that. I think I also imagined it. I thought they had sex, but he decides he needs to go murder some people and leaves her on the hotel couch.
That's disappointing.
At the Four Seasons.
The Fourth Seasons.
Okay, I think the Patriots will win because the Panthers aren't good, but I don't really know.
As I said here, mid-off.
Yeah,
Mid-off.
Mid-off.
that's accurate.
Is Mike Vrabel a
unfortunately.
good coach? Is he just working through it right now? Because I feel like this roster should be better than it is. Why the fuck do they keep giving the ball to not Trevion Henderson? What's going on here? It's been 3 weeks.
It's been 3
No,
weeks.
we're not. We know
It's
what
been
we're
3
doing.
weeks.
We know
No,
Ramondre
we don't know
sucks.
what we're
We know
doing.
Antonio Gibson sucks. We know that. They fumbled the ball over and over again.
You're trying to bring him on slowly so that when they're good in later years, he's still got some in the tank.
Oh my god.
I have to disagree with that because the Mike Vrabel that I've imagined in my head, the fictional version of Mike Vrabel is breaking Ramondre Stevenson over his knee like Bane did to
The
Batman.
daddy version of Mike Vrabel I built in my head runs
Papa
the damn
Vrabel.
ball.
The hunky bear, he's calling up trick plays for Trevion Henderson every
You
time.
shouldn't be allowed to use bear in that manner. Oh, this is a scary looking man. Sorry, I've never looked at his face before. He's
yeah.
only 50? That's tough.
Mike Vrabel looks like he was made out of marble, derogatory.
Martle.
Marble.
Martle.
Mike Vrabel was put together with marble statues of all the different kinds of stepdads you can have in the world, and it morphed together into just him.
He's
Yeah.
got the wrinkles of 5 stepdads. He's rocking that cut too.
Is he?
No.
No.
I mean, he's literally
He's
and physically
physically
rocking it.
rocking it. He is, yes, in that regard.
Okay.
If you put
got
that on the @rap Instagram page and asked y'all rocking with it, I don't think they'd be rocking with it.
it. No.
No.
I don't think that's a plus for them, unfortunately.
I do wonder how long does Mike Vrabel get
Until
until
I think
Yeah.
he gets at least 2 years because they had the guy before him only had a year, and I don't think that Kraft is gonna wanna. I think no matter what, Kraft will do that whole stereotypical not want to look like an owner that just gets rid of dudes all the time, and so Vrabel's got at least 2 years to show upward progression.
By the way, 14-3 Seahawks. Mike McDaniels.
okay.
Mike McDonald is that was almost a smile. We're on smile watch. I'm gonna call that one a .33. We're on .33 smiles
One
tonight.
third of a smile.
Looks like it was painful too. Okay, this is the game I've been most excited to talk about. All right, so I'm not really excited to talk about the game, but Jake, you and I have talked quite a bit about Jackson Dart. And
I
how
can't
they
believe
need
they're
to
fucking
protect
playing him already.
I can't either, but this is 100%. They are trying to save their fucking job.
Oh yeah,
So bad. They're like, oh,
I
but
saw
wait,
this
no.
and I was sick to my stomach.
Sick. Sick.
But yeah, I think
They're
this is
throwing-
the last desperate. But I don't understand why they don't just fucking roll Jameis out there to throw as many touchdowns as picks. Just because, why the fuck not? That might be better for you, Dayball, because I don't think Jackson Dart can save his job.
I don't think he can save his job either. I'm like, the only way. Okay, let's say right now, let's say tomorrow.
Derwin James is going to kill him.
That's my immediate thought. Is Derwin James is going to come from his fucking blind side and snap him in half. I don't think it's a good fucking idea. Am I here for it? Yeah, I have Derwin James in an IDP league. I hope I get extra points when Jackson Dart like goes off on when he gets raptured. But
So you have no respect. You got it. Anyway, continue.
Damn. Yeah. Anyway, what was we talking about? Jackson Dart.
Can't save him.
I really like if Jackson Dart does. Let's say like they're not going to win the game, but if they won the game, that bodes well for Dable. Mm-hmm. Now let's say that they
not wish well
almost,
on ever.
Yes, exactly. Let's say they almost win the game. That also bodes well for Dable. But let's say that Jackson Dart is just good enough to almost win games the whole season. He's not fucking staying around. You're gonna say no. Jackson Dart is good. This is Dable didn't do shit for this. If Jackson Dart has to win, there's no if it's already bad at almost winning games and Jackson Dart looks good, and you're just like, I'll just fucking fire you and get a different guy, like early on. I'll just get whoever the cream of the crop is.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Literally, it is going. Jackson Dart needs to take them to nearly a wild card playoff spot. I think is pretty much the only thing that saved his job at this point, and that's only going to happen if every game they play, the team fucks up so bad every time that the Giants win.
I still, even looking at this, I don't understand how they did that in the first place. I don't understand how they grabbed. I don't understand why they let them draft Dart and then kept them around. Like, I would have let them do the draft, and then I don't know. I would have kept them on. See, no matter what, I'm shit-canning them after this year. I'm looking for a guy. If Jackson Dart looks good, if he looks bad, I'm gonna do it anyway. Either way, I don't want them here. They haven't done anything, and the only reason they stuck around this long is because they managed to have a miracle year with Daniel Jones, and I don't even think that was all. To me, that's becoming abundantly clear that was all Daniel Jones. In the same way that was also, like, the entire time with the Tom Brady on the Patriots, that was also basically all Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's only been
on the offensive
3 weeks for Daniel Jones, but we're seeing, like, saw it with Baker too, right? Where it's fucked up with the Cleveland Browns, or he wasn't his fault, quite obviously. When you look at what came out of the Cleveland Browns situation, and it was just okay, he was good, and then at a certain point they've beaten you down so much you just kind of fucking quit, or not even quit, but are stuck on the practice squad or whatever, and then get that new life, and then you come back to it. And yeah. I mean, the Giants, at the end of the day, in our lifetime, they got lucky to have Eli Manning, who has, chaos powers to win Super Bowls. And then other than that, they've just pissed away every good opportunity they've had as, an ownership group.
That's because the Maras are incredibly fucking incompetent, and frankly, and I know they won't listen to this because I don't think they know how to work the internet, because they did let that season of Hard Knocks where they looked absolutely fucking insanely stupid, where it was like, I can live with anything as long as Saquon doesn't go to the Eagles, and then they let that go out.
And
what the fuck?
Then what happened?
Look, man, these people's brains are all mush because they're kind of they look inbred. He and his brother look exactly the same. I don't know what's going on over there, but I think it's definitely kissing cousins. I'm gonna have to cut this one. Maybe cut that.
The bloodline pure.
Maybe cut that. No, who cares? The Maras don't have any juice. This is a Jerry Jones podcast.
Oh my God.
It is a Jerry Jones podcast, and I think it's bullshit the way that John Mara fucked over Jerry Jones in 2017, whenever Zeke got suspended and they had that fucking Giants fan lawyer preside over it, fucking bullshit. Jerry, I'm with you. I stand with you, brother. Anyway, so yeah, I do feel good about Jackson Dart though, because I think he has the rushing floor. Like, I actually do think he has the rushing floor, but so you know how Jameis can win over any locker room. Mm-hmm. But he's bad. I think Dart will be the opposite of that, and he wins over the locker room, but he's actually serviceable and good. He looked good in preseason, and I know preseason means jack fucking shit because the Seahawks line is dog water, in fact. But I got a fifi about it. I got a big fifi about Jackson Dart. I don't know. What do you guys think about Jackson Dart?
Not very much, I think.
Yeah. My takeaway there, that's a guy.
I don't I mean, with what I remember from the pre-draft process was that Dart was one of those guys that was really flitty around in the pocket. He'd throw the ball away super fast, and so he didn't take sacks, but he also, in a college pocket, would not stand in the pocket. I don't know. I think his ceiling is just a dude that might be a good backup quarterback.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you. You're right. Yeah, it's probably bad. You know, this is feeling more and more to me. I'm trying to be more even keeled about like the running QBs, and especially after the tragedy that is Tony, our boy Tony Richardson. Unfortunately, yes, Tosh, I'm also a bag holder. Okay, I'm sorry I made you draft him way back. You know, we all make mistakes, but
look, any team that I let Connor have too much influence over loses tremendously. Like
not true. All of our dynasty teams are doing great right now. Mine are.
You mean the one where I literally don't have a single quarterback?
The thing is, I probably have a lot of quarterbacks in whatever league that is, so we could make a trade.
Yeah, that definitely won't look like collusion.
On-air collusion.
Yeah.
Good thing it's just the fucking spuds of friends that I got. They're going to be the ones that call collusion. So,
if you've made it this far,
and only
use
because they heard
promo
it
code
one
collusion.
time. And the only reason they know that word is because they heard it one time when they watched a single episode of The League. And they just really liked how Ruxin said it.
collusion. Yeah. I would like to do a live draft someday. That'd be really cool. I want to do one of them boards.
My dad used to do those. It used to be the only way he drafted.
That's super interesting, Tash, that your dad liked to do that.
Yeah, he would have the guys over, wow. And they would. It was really intense. Like they brought all of their, prep cards and all that stuff, and they played for real money. There was one time that the guy who collected all the money, I don't even think he was a commissioner. I think he was just like the purse holder.
He just showed up.
No, he spent everybody's money and disappeared.
Classic.
And it was like a $500 buy-in 10-team league.
Dude, was this like how long ago was this? Was that when like $500 was like enough for a car?
This was like 15 years ago.
Okay, so it was two cars.
Yeah. So that was real money back in the day.
Wait. 2 years in the throes of the Great Recession, these fellas were putting $500 just like cash to a guy for fantasy football.
You say this in the sports betting era. You know men don't think about their families.
And that was like before it became super easy for all the other sports gambling. Like that type of fantasy football gambling is what opened the door for where
that was the only thing you had available.
That's true.
That was your only option.
It's based on skill.
Wow.
No chance involved.
All right, I'm going to say, also, the Chargers look fantastic.
Yeah.
I want to talk about them a little bit more. It's kind of crazy how good they look. Like, go ahead.
I was saying, if they can win this game, they've proven it in my head that they're different. This is that seal up one.
They're willing to win in a different way other than like the way that what's his name, Gus? The OC, I can't remember that fucker's name. He always ruins everything for you, but he actually got out of the way. Greg Roman, no?
Yeah, Greg Roman from the
Ravens. Greg Roman, yeah. Greg Roman seems to have gotten out of the way, and they're actually throwing the ball now. So it's like something I never anticipated that they would actually do it. But I think it's hard because this was a big coach speak all off season. I mean, they picked Trey Harris, who hasn't done shit. They picked Keandre Lambert-Smith, who also hasn't done shit really. And then Quentin Johnston comes back. They grab Keenan Allen, and Ladd McConkey is suddenly relegated to being the third best wide receiver on the team. I mean, also, come on, his name is Ladd McConkey. Like, Honky's right there. What are you doing, people? What are you doing? Come on,
McConkey.
Be better. I do remember that. I do remember the offseason that Jim Harbaugh kept saying he was like, I'm going to get Justin into the Hall of Fame, and I really think that like we all heard that. But we were all like, I don't know if I believe you, buddy.
Like sure, Jan.
You love to run. You love to throw. You love to run the ball. But the last quarterback that he had was Colin Kaepernick, and he wasn't that great at throwing the ball compared to our sweet boy from Sheldon, Oregon. Sheldon? Shed? Is he from Shed or Sheldon?
Sheldon, Oregon. I think it's Sheldon, Oregon.
Shed is a real town.
Shed, Oregon.
We do have a Shed, Oregon. We do. It's actually right near Albany, Oregon.
I'm sure it is.
Sure is.
Adjacent to Sweet Home, my other favorite
Albany, Oregon, home
real
of the adult
place.
store right next to the Oregon Highway Patrol Station.
Yep.
Come on and see us. Go to Home Depot, get everything you need, go to the adult store, and then get arrested right afterwards.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. All right, yeah, Chargers definitely winning this shit. Ba-ba-ba-ba. It's time for the Eagles at the Bucks. This is the real game. This is the actually good game of the week. If we're going to be for real about it. Do you think being at home gives them any advantage? Are those fellas ready for the humidity of the Bay?
I think no. Being at home doesn't give advantage. Being an underdog does. I'm glad we're not favored or thought to win. I think that's the biggest advantage we can have going in. It might, but I mean, the Eagles are so damn good, and I trust the Florida Heat to burn out maybe a Cleveland Brown here or there, but I think they'll be too strong for that. Wirfs should be back though. I think that's the biggest thing is he'll come back and anchor the line and help with all the problems they've been having. And if we have any hope, it's just to make this game really disgusting and gross looking and able to win it at the end.
You know, it's a damn shame you probably won't get Jalen Carter out because he won't have enough like liquid in his body to produce a spit. So
no, we need Jalen Carter to trash talk Baker so that he gets revved up and ready to go.
All riled up. Gotta get Baker hot.
Baker really does look like the guy that like wants to just fight anybody no matter how big they are. And I feel like he would. He wouldn't win, but
I have not. If Gardner Johnson had not trash talked him, I'm convinced that could be a season-ending injury. I think his leg miraculously snapped into place and healed as the trash talk hit him.
Oh yeah, I mean
the determination took over his body, and it just it all was over from there.
Exactly.
Another hot take. I think that Baker is the most, like a top 5, you should see the other guy of all time. Whether it's true or not, he's going to say it. Like, the other guy could be like, fine. He'd be like, you should see the other guy.
He could have all of his teeth missing.
That's right, sweetie. We're pulling the plug in a second.
He could be the other guy. But you should see the other guy.
But yeah.
I think
maybe the Bucks can be the Chiefs last year and just win every game right at the end by very small amounts.
I think the Bucks can beat them.
I think the Bucks have the juice for sure.
I mean, Desmond Watson being out there. I mean, like that.
I don't think he's not playing. I don't think
he's not playing.
Play. I think he just rejoined the team
Damn,
after
that
making
sucks.
the weight.
Because Desmond Watson reminds me of the idea that like any non-hockey watcher, including myself, has always had is like, what if you just put a big fat guy in the
sumo
goal?
the sumo wrestler in the hockey goal?
What if you just blocked the entire net?
What if there was physically no space where you could actually pass a puck through this person?
Yeah, exactly.
Have we tried that yet?
But yeah, it's certainly going to be a test for Todd Bowles' bend but don't break scheme, as that is what the tush push is for.
It seems really bad. That actually does seem like a match made in hell because
there's going to be some nasty injuries from this matchup.
I think it's going to be an ugly game. I think it's just going to be an ugly game that at the end, if the Bucks win, they win.
This is going to be the game that reminds you that football is a very violent sport and that you should feel bad for watching it, but like you're not going to turn away.
But you can't because it's like the greatest thing you've ever seen. It's so good.
Oh,
you know what?
Godwin's back.
Yes, Godwin's back. I think Mike Evans is doubtful. He might
2
be
to 3
coming
weeks.
There. Okay, 2 to 3 weeks. We got Egbuka.
Early frontrunner for Offensive Rookie of the Year, Emeka Egbuka.
I mean, I still can't get over. I'll see if I can find it and link it in the thing. But I've said it multiple times, but I can't say his name without being like that one British girl that was drunk in the club asking the DJ for 2 sambucas. 2 sambucas. Egbuka. Yeah.
Why?
Too good.
Why is the British girl Southern all of a sudden?
I don't know. I've never been to Britain.
No.
Remember when we were in the Dublin airport.
We were in the Dublin airport.
That was crazy.
And Connor discovered British people were real. And
that was fucking crazy.
Like that.
Okay. The only time
watching him process that in real time was actually kind of unsettling because it's like these people had just been like TV characters for the longest time, like the big hair and the eyelashes and everything. And he's, oh my God.
All the women that are in like their 50s have a haircut of a little girl that got safety scissors and fucked their Barbie up, and the men all look like thumbs. But not in a police officer thumb way, but like in the very British way,
Yeah.
Very British thumb way.
Like Like you just know.
And that's what I picture JJ McCarthy if he would have gone to Ireland. He would have been walking around the whole time going, "Holy shit. It's like Disney World. I didn't know this place was real."
Oh my God, it's like
there are
Epcot,
places outside of the
better.
Bass Pro Shops.
I mean, I think we've been to a lot of countries. I mean, I've seen real Italians, you know. I've seen real French people. We weren't in Italy when I saw the real Italians. We were in Malta, but those were some real Italian people for sure. Tell you what. Saw some real fucking French people. But English is the one that struck me the most. It was just kind of absurd.
You're veering so close.
What do you mean? I'm just like there were multiple.
I don't know. The way you say ethnicities, it just doesn't.
What I'm saying,
it scares me.
No,
a little
I'm
bit.
I'm not getting weird about it. I'm just saying the.
I should
As a
say
30-year-old white
nationalities.
man, you should not be just
31.
yelling
Saw a lot of
nationalities or.
I mean, he is Polish, so I feel like that
It's-
gives him a lot of wiggle room to get away with stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that the Italians, the French, and the British were oppressed. Okay, I
I'm
can
not.
talk
I'm
about
not.
them.
Okay. The Italians. There have definitely been histories in the United States of anti-Italian discrimination. So we're not going to pretend that that's not true. At the same time, we're not going to also say that they are so oppressed that you should not pass judgment. What I am saying is, you're inflecting quite a bit. Is all.
Okay, fine. I'm just gonna say that I saw 5 different men that all looked the same in the span of 30 seconds when I was in the Dublin airport, and that I'll leave it at that.
Thank you.
It's like they ran out of pixels and they just started using
Okay.
the same
Yep.
font.
No, never trust him. Never trust him when he says he's gonna leave it
Right.
somewhere. He's not.
I did
there.
choose the Bucks for this game. Let's go Bucks. All right. So now moving on to
obviously.
the other good game. Oh my God. Okay, wait, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. Colts at Rams. Colts. They're winning this game. I got it.
Daniel
Locking it
Jones.
in.
Daniel
Locking
Jones
it
is
in.
real. The Colts are amazing.
The Colts
And the
defense
Super
is going
Bowl-
to fuck Matt Stafford up.
Have
I
y'all
keep
not been seeing
thinking-
the Indiana Jones stuff? Calling him Indiana Jones because he's in Indianapolis now.
An announcer called him Indianapolis Jones, and I don't understand
That
what
sucks.
the fuck that was. Like somebody was
terrible.
really dumb. Yeah.
I
No.
want the Colts to be in the Super Bowl so bad.
Yeah.
It'd be so funny. I
Bring
want
back
to,
Colt
yeah.
supremacy, really.
What's the funniest matchup that you can see from the division?
Colts
right now?
Buccaneers. I think that would be.
Oh man,
hilarious.
holy shit! No one.
God.
Wow, talk about 2 markets nobody fucking cares about. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Colts Rams. Okay,
Colts, Rams.
so talking about Danny Dimes and shit, he has like the highest EPA of any fucking player out there right now. It's real. The stats support it. I do fully believe it. However, they've played dog water teams so far. Let me just go to the thing to find it out. Hold music for the moment. Beep boop beep boop. Beep,
Dolphins,
boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
Broncos, Titans.
That's a murderer's
Yeah.
row of the top 5 picks right now. So we'll
They
see
did
how that
throttle
goes.
the Dolphins and the Titans. They barely squeaked out with the Broncos. But
I think
every
once
Rams
again
game
this
is going to be won by 1 point, I think.
win hard. They don't want it to be easy, and I feel like
Yeah.
they need to go to therapy. I think that's what the Rams need. The Rams need to go to therapy because they're clearly
Connor had a
going
really
through
good
something.
session earlier today, and he's
did.
just like really pro therapy right
Yeah.
now.
I finally figured out that I don't need to know where Carmen Sandiego is, and it's given me a lot of peace.
He was still looking for her.
I
and
was.
told him,
All these years
we're
later.
getting married.
I feel like Sean McVay in therapy would like nitpick apart their therapist's desk in front of them instead of actually engaging with it.
Yeah.
They
I
just
bet
sit
that
there going,
man's house is meticulously designed, though, and I
Oh.
respect that.
"Oh, what a, like an unlived-in house, but everything
Yes.
is in the perfect place."
Yeah.
There's an episode of Family Guy like that where Stewie goes to his therapist. Very similar to what you're talking about.
Is Sean McVay just Stewie?
Could be.
Actually,
Could be. I mean, it's like the other than being
tracks.
gay and a baby, I'm seeing the comparisons everywhere.
And British.
Yeah.
Don't forget the British part.
The British, yeah.
British.
Well, if you might find out that he's not actually British. We'll see. You know,
Oh.
I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not,
think-
spo-
I mean, like,
I'm
we
not
must have
spoiling
watched
anything because
that
the
already.
episode's 13 years ago old. But yeah,
Yeah.
But I think I don't know if it's just me hoping for it, but I do think the Colts are going to win. And if they win, then it'll be the first time they've kind of proven that, hey, we can beat a team that's not just shitty.
Right.
Their defense is good. I think that honestly, I also think that like Shane Steichen, of those coaches that got pulled off the Eagles during their Super Bowl run way back, I do think that he was like one of the better ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never really believed in Jonathan Gannon, and it shows because he's down 14-3 right now in the third quarter. Everyone, just an update if you haven't seen the game yet. But
did the Colts do the Colts have a Flacco with the Rivers too? Did they have a Flacco year?
See, the other thing is, I think we're all rooting for this because, yeah, exactly like that. They had Matt Ryan, they had Phillip Rivers, they had Carson Wentz, they had they had everybody. They had basically they tried out every old quarterback, and it's kind of crazy too. The Colts have never. I don't know if they. Oh no, wait. Then they just drafted Anthony Richardson. I was like, wait, they never really truly tanked, but no, they did, and then they grabbed Anthony Richardson. And I really also the other thing is
got tired.
We are fucking slamming the door shut on Anthony Richardson's career as a Colt if they win this game. It is a make or break, and he has no way to stop anything at all.
Yeah.
Unless he goes full Tanya all over Daniel Jones.
He's gonna disappear, kind of like Trey Lance or a guy like that. That's just gone completely.
God.
They always
Another
talk about
great Jerry move.
They always talk about on the Ringer. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, he just loves like throwing picks out there. Ooh, give me that fast one over there. I'll take him. Yeah, I mean, it's. I think we all really want the Colts to have a good quarterback because it's kind of annoying not having a fun team there. And the Texans are just not a likable team. All the players are assholes.
Yeah.
Like the coach is an asshole. The defense is full of assholes. Stroud is boring and also kind of an asshole. Nico Collins is probably like the only guy I like on that team, and Derek Stingley. There's nothing wrong. Neither of them. They just do their job. But
and we love like Daniel Jones is 100% the like 90s rom-com girl takes her glasses off and suddenly she's hot now because we all thought it would be Anthony Richardson, and lo and behold, Daniel Jones is doing everything we thought Anthony Richardson would do.
Oh, she's got glasses and paint on her overalls.
Because everything,
she raises her hand in class too much. Ugh.
She's got a bun.
All the hopes, the dreams, the writing in the journal with their names written together were all about Anthony Richardson and his ability to run in fantasy during the offseason. And lo and behold, it's Daniel Jones. It always was. He was there all along.
And also, it wasn't a big fall for Jonathan Taylor, really a huge fall, but goddamn, what a resurgence. Like, he is fucking insane right now. I think that realistically, you know, no matter what, the Colts will be good because I do think Carly is good just because it seems like she knows ball in a way that most owners haven't tried to learn. And that I think she actually tried
into it and are like, oh yeah, I grew up in this. I know what I need to know. And they actually don't. They think that they know everything they need to know, but they're like, yeah, I've sat in the box for the last 50 years. Cool. You've been schmoozing with whoever for the longest time, and then doing what with that? So like she and her dedication, she's actually going to know what's going on and be able to make adjustments as an owner that are going to be reflected in how the Colts perform this year.
And she's got, you know, one can only imagine the horror that would be Mark Davis's spawn that will eventually take over.
Yeah.
It'll be like little golems.
Oh man,
little golems everywhere.
That thing's gonna spawn out of a puddle on PF Chang's bathroom floor.
God,
It's gonna be like an Uruk-hai that comes out with a bowl cut.
But yeah, I think that Indianapolis is getting to that point where they kind of like are showing they've got the institutional set, right? Like the Niners, where it's they can get the shit kicked out of them and have kind of off things, but they still have at least a floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colts taking it. Let's get to this next one. Jags Niners. Liam Cohn's about to find out what it's like to... Actually, no. Nick Bosa, fortunately, tore his ACL and he's out for the year. Yeah, fuck you, Niners fans. Alon, if you're listening, fuck you. That's what I think. I think it's great. I don't think it's great that he got injured. I do, actually. I do think it's great he got injured. Fuck you. Fuck your team, bitch. Yeah.
God.
But I still think the Niners win this game because the Jags are ass.
Great.
And all the lukewarm pool water around the stadium can't save them. Also, they're not in Jacksonville. They're in Santa Clara.
It's going to be real terrifying for you when the 49ers are 4-0 at the end of week 4.
And then they get
I
Kittle and Purdy back, and it's great. That's awesome. It's gone exactly the way we thought it would.
Yeah.
I also feel like Kyle Shanahan likes to embarrass other offensive guru dudes and really wants to put Liam Cohen in his place. And they are just going to shit on him. And Travis Hunter, once again, will not run routes past 3 yards.
I think he does like to do that because he knows he can't really do it in the Super Bowl because he gets too scared to actually play his play.
Yeah.
That's true.
Fuck you. Ravens at Chiefs.
So bad.
This is going to be...
For the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This is a 1-2 Ravens against 1-2 Chiefs. I would love to know, like, Jamie pulled those stats up when the last time, like, these teams had a record like this and they played each other. If it's ever even happened. But, like, when's the last time both of these teams were bad at the same time?
But it's not even bad, right? I mean, like
Yeah.
you said, Baltimore has just played good teams.
This is a
Like,
must-win
the
game
Chiefs
for
are
the
bad.
Chiefs. The Chiefs
Yes,
are
this
bad.
is a must-win game for the Chiefs, but they're going to lose.
They're going to lose. Yeah, probably.
Travis is going to drop it in the fucking end zone again. And,
Derrick Henry's on fumble watch, too.
yeah.
If he fumbles again...
No, the peanut punch is just way stronger now.
I don't
Cornerbacks
know
are
if
just
that's
better
true.
at peanut punching.
I don't like that because it's bad for my fantasy team. You know? But I do think the Ravens are real good. I do think the Ravens could still win the Super Bowl this year. But I don't know if they'll ever solve
They
the
need to start
consistency problem.
showing it because they need to, like, at least with what
Yeah.
the Chiefs have done. I think
Oh
the
my
Ravens
God.
need to beat the shit out of them if they're gonna prove that they're actually able to, like, you know, just continue momentum and win and win and win and not just end up fucking losing it at the end every time.
As a note, Marvin Harrison Jr. has been targeted 7 times. He has caught 1 ball for 5 yards, and he was targeted on both of Kyler's interceptions. Tragic.
Yeah.
We love to see it, though. Also, these jerseys are ugly as shit. Why would you wear such,
I
like...
don't like them.
They're so terrible. They're getting so
It's-
dirty.
They're cool. They're cool zoomed in, but the minute that it, like, zooms out and it just the colors just kind of merge together, they look like dirty uniforms.
Yeah. It looks like they didn't get, like, clean uniforms. They have to wear the ones from last week.
Yeah, or like they're in a yellow filter.
Yeah, I don't like it. Looking like Mexico, you know, when they put the sepia filter and shit.
Yeah. Sicario.
Yeah, Sicario ass fucking game.
It was on purpose.
Yeah.
I kind of like it now that it's been reframed. It reminds me of an old Western.
God damn it, Denis,
It's
you
just
did
real
it again.
dusty.
Welcome back, Dune.
Purdy feeling a lot better ahead of Niners Jags.
Oh, yeah, Purdy might be coming back already. So the Mac Jones time is over.
Mercury News.
I don't know who Mercury is, but
The San Jose Mercury
she
News.
can get it, I'm sure, probably, or something. My wife's on the call. Bad idea. Anyway, so let me see here. Yeah, the Chiefs, they're cheeks. The
Yeah.
Kansas City Cheeks.
The fall off is actually kind of crazy. Like
Pacheco
I
looks like shit, too. Yeah.
don't understand what's going on there.
And they're running Kareem Hunt out there. Like, why are they running Kareem Hunt?
Yeah.
And I think part of it's because we didn't see last year as what was the beginning of the end. Because you're just kind of, they're still winning. They're still getting to the Super Bowl. But really, that was the first sign of, no, like, this isn't sustainable. Something's falling apart. And if it went like that, it's now gone like that and just straight down this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, like, the other problem is that it's basically the same fucking roster as last year. When they played the Eagles, it felt like it was the same fucking team.
Yeah.
Except they didn't have Xavier Worthy because Kelsey took him out. Or Worthy took himself out on Kelsey's shoulder. I don't know which one you want to believe. But it's up to interpretation, frankly. I mean, I do think they might have won that game if they had Rashee Rice, though. Because Rashee Rice is a very good wide receiver. And he's coming back soon. If they can survive, I mean, if they can't win, they need to go 500 until Rashee comes back in week 7.
And I think you're talking about if Rashee Rice comes back, then, okay, yeah, they can win 1-score games again. Is like you're back to, okay, they're now within range for Patrick Mahomes to do magic at the end to win games. But that's, again,
And
it's
Buck
not...
now. Butker, but especially in a time when the kickers are really, like, kickers are coming on and you're like, ooh, fuck yeah, we can kick
Wide
a field
right
goal really
Butker.
far. Nope. Looks like you just stayed in the fucking kitchen, hubbub.
Also, can we talk about the amount of blocked kicks that we've seen so far this
Dude, there
season?
was like 5
Crazy.
last week. What the fuck?
Why?
Crazy.
Is this the death of the kicker? Is it the
I
death
wonder.
of kicks?
Do you think it's something to do with the ball, or maybe they're like, because I can kick the ball
Do
so
you
much
think it's
farther,
deflated?
they're not going for such a the angle's different that they're taking, and it's easier to block.
Or
They might
could it
be-
be with the changes to the kickoff rules, special teams is having to spend more time dedicated to kickoffs and learning the new kickoff return things that they're doing, and
Yeah.
less time on the basics of like field goal blocking?
They might be tired too because they have to. It's not more like you have to run farther than before, but I have to imagine it's more intense now. Considering they could actually, there's threat to score now. It feels like it's 2010 all over again.
And even with the distance to kicking, it could be changes to angles. It could be more kickers hitting at a slightly lower angle, just in their average kick now because they kick regularly to try to hit longer distance.
Wouldn't you want a lower angle if you think the ball is going to go faster and it's going to take longer to reach its peak? Wouldn't you want it to be like lower angle so it can climb slower and get up there?
Yeah, kind of like a line drive because you're trying to pitch it like that.
Yeah, you don't want an
instead of
arc at
over the
all.
top of
So
people.
I mean, the fact that it happens so much is, in 3 games is only it's a small sample size, but we've had blocks every week.
One outlier to it is the Tampa Bay special teams has been trash the last 3 weeks.
And
like
the
abnormally
kickers,
historically awful as I watch them.
Everybody's getting new kickers too. I think everybody's like kind of fucking fed up constantly with their kicker. It's I actually I genuinely, this is not even a meme, I feel bad for like kickers. It is so hard to be a fucking NFL kicker. If you have one bad game, they're like, hey, how would you like to work at a fucking Walgreens?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
but
it's a very thankless position, but
I have a theory though, in that if you played more like team sports, then you feel more empathy for the kicker. But if you're an individual sport player, like my partner Hannah, who is a swimmer and looks at them and goes, why the hell can't they just kick the ball? That's the only thing they have
their
to do.
one
Just
job,
do it.
yeah.
You have
Just do it.
zero empathy because you're used to, no, you just get really good at one movement. And
I will say
zero.
yeah. As a first baseman, former and current technically, this feels very akin to that because you again have one job, but everyone
Just
else could
fucking
fuck it
stand
up
there.
for you. Right, you're supposed to stand there and catch the ball. But what if somebody short hops you? What if somebody overthrows you? What if the runner literally runs into you? There's a million things that could happen.
You better use those knees and crouch down a little
And
bit
so,
and get the ball.
yeah, Hannah, if it was just him on that field and the ball was set up perfectly and there was literally no one bothering him, he could kick the ball through the sticks.
Hey, Hannah,
But
next
there
time
are
you're doing
some
a
big
100-meter
people
free, see
jumping
if
in
someone's
front
fucking
of it.
blocking you. Next time you're doing a 100-meter free, see if Jalen Carter or Jordan Davis is like fucking right in your face. Like, you can't do this shit.
I do think the Brandon Aubrey story also makes people more like ready to just move on now. Look at this guy. He was a fucking college kicker. He just learned to do it. You're telling me you can't kick a ball?
Rugby. He was playing rugby and he was watching and he was like, I bet I could do that. And now he's the best kicker in the league. So it's
I thought it was like his wife
unserious
said, I
position.
bet you can miss field goals just like they can.
Yeah. Nothing like proving your bitch wife wrong, you know? I don't have that problem, but I'm sure there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
And then we got Sunday Night Football. Everybody loves Sunday night. Wait, never mind.
No.
A game so bad I skipped over it.
You are
Bears at Raiders.
so funny.
Unmovable object versus stoppable force.
Unstoppable. He was doing a bit. Got it.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like the Raiders got to get good at some point, but I don't think it's going to work out. I'm kind of out on Janty right now. I don't like him.
Oh my god.
I think Mark just
like
loves
him.
watching Pete chew gum on the sideline, and as long as that happens, like he'll let him do whatever the fuck he wants.
Oh my god.
Look
He
at
just gets
fucker go.
enraptured.
Oh, wow. Damn, John Schneider's looking like a fucking snack right now. He looks like if the Salesforce CEO were hot. Mark Benioff, more like Mark bend me over. Anyway, Bears at
God.
Raiders. Damn, I'm really on mine right now.
I think the Bears might win. Who knows?
I think the Bears might win too. I really feel good about the Bears now.
Why has this episode been so violent towards me specifically? I just feel like
Welcome to
there's
Thunderdome.
been so much. Anyway, go ahead.
This is actually
Go
the
ahead.
podcast Kill Connor, where we roast
Yeah.
other podcasters when they do
Also-
a minute of podcasting.
Also, Mark Benioff, I have no ill will towards you, and I do enjoy Salesforce. I think it's a wonderful program.
16 of our closest friends and Mark Benioff, the CEO of Salesforce.
Yeah, we got Mark on the line here. Mark,
dude, I would be so stoked if Mark Benioff was listening to this podcast. That'd be crazy.
Oh my god.
To some point, we'll have to figure out who's like the most famous person that we could trick into making them think this podcast is larger than it is, and could get them on.
Gary Busey.
Yeah, I feel like you have to go with somebody who's mentally ill, and there's a lot of those.
Just Gary Busey is a regular weekly.
And now we got Gary's takes. Gary, what's your take?
Also, it's been an hour and a half, and Brian never showed up. So you know what? Fucking, you're cut. Fucking cut. Dropped. Oh.
I'm sure he's Devo.
Yeah, big time guy. Okay, yeah. So Bears, Raiders. I'm really fucking disappointed in this Bears running back room. Can anybody fucking run the ball? Does anybody have a running back for Ryan Mallett? What the fuck's happening here? There's nothing going on.
I mean, Ben Johnson had two of the best running backs in the league there. Like, he's trying to figure out how to work with what he has now.
They did also cast off DeAndre Swift, and now DeAndre Swift is there. I mean, that's got to suck when DeAndre Swift comes in and he's, oh, fuck, this guy again? This guy hates me. I don't give a fuck about this game.
Yeah.
I'll watch it, but I don't care. Bears,
I
Raiders.
feel sad. I think
Bears,
Ashton
show me
Genty,
something.
I think Ashton Genty, we may unfortunately miss the best parts of his career.
Okay, something that we've all actually forgotten about. Do you guys remember when Christian Wilkins got cut early in the season and there was like a bunch of like drama around the Raiders? Do you think that's fucking up the locker room?
No.
Do you think that's no? You don't think so?
No. I think their inability to block anyone is fucking up the locker room, if anything. I think Ashton Genty every time going, it's pretty hard to run the ball when the first guy hits me a yard behind the line as I'm getting handed the ball.
That would be a limiting factor, I think, yeah.
I was talking with my manager about it, and he was like, yeah, I saw that Ashton Genty is getting like 1.2 yards before contact. And I'm like, holy shit, that's bad. What the fuck?
He has 145 yards after contact and 144 total rushing yards or some shit like that. It's ridiculous.
All the cool kids talk to their managers about football. Those are my friends.
All my coaches talk about football.
This is
anyway.
The next one is my ultimate coworker game because I work with a bunch of people from Texas and Wisconsin, and I'll just say that Packers fans are really, really excited to watch Micah Parsons play against the Cowboys on their team this Sunday night.
I think
if
it were me,
it's going to be a punishment game for all of us, and I know it's not going to be cute. Like, I'm mentally preparing for. It's
in Dallas. Holy fuck, that's crazy. We're gonna see punished Jerry.
Such a loud. It's going to be like obnoxiously loud in there, and it's not going to do jack shit. It's not going to help anybody. We're not going to win because of it. We're going to lose, not because of it, but just it's going to be bad.
I want them to cut to the box, and Jerry Jones is just surrounded by McGriddle wrappers. Just eating himself into a stupor.
You know what I saw the other day that looked like really appealing, and I almost got some Uncrustables.
The NFL and the NBA, they eat so many goddamn Uncrustables. They go through like thousands every week.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They've
gotten
gotten smaller.
Right.
They've gotten smaller.
They're right to do it.
I know that. I can feel it. My hands haven't grown in 12 years, and they've definitely gotten smaller.
My hands are about the same size as Connor's. Fun
They
fact.
might be bigger. They might be bigger.
Depending on how you look at them, it's not looking good for our boy. That's
It's
all.
great. She hates when I say this, but she has big hands for a woman, and I have small hands for a man.
I really do hate when he says that. That is true.
You should get it cross-stitched onto a pillow with both your handprints on it.
Yeah.
In this
Mine's
house,
just like
we
slightly
believe
overtaking him.
she always beats me at thumb war, and I swear to God she's cheating, but I think it's her thumbs just longer.
I think I just have. Oh my God.
Does Michael Phelps cheat with his webbed toes and body proportions?
And his like disproportionate lungs. I have always had bigger hands than most men. I used to be called man hands in high school. I also used to be called manly thighs in high school.
How's that working
Which-
out for him?
You know, only men with small legs say that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm clearly very much over it. It's all good.
Speaking of things I want to put in my mouth, the Cowboys have great
my God.
macaroni and cheese.
That is true.
And I think that's
he
the only
does wanna
nice
put
thing
it
I
in
can
his
say.
mouth.
And I think that's the only thing I can say about the Cowboys that's not derogative. They are missing CeeDee Lamb. They have Jalen Tolbert, and I don't even know who their second fucking wide receiver is. If you have Jake Ferguson, I know you already know this, but put him in. There's no one else to throw to. And Dak Prescott sure does love a tall white guy. You know what? Start that man.
He just like me for real.
Well, okay, I don't think I'm not really tall, but
Yeah,
shucks.
I know.
Shucks.
I know.
Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. All right,
Anyway.
moving on from Sunday Night Football. I cannot
To
fucking
other
believe-
Sunday Night Football.
Sorry, I
Yes.
cannot fucking believe that he traded. Can you fucking trade Micah Parsons to somebody that you're going to play the same season at home in Sunday Night Football? What the
I mean,
fuck, dude?
After the schedule was released too, so he's got no excuse
Take a
in terms
worst
of.
fucking deal. I'm not doing that shit. Are you serious?
And it's like we talked about too. It is why with these draft picks we could even draft a Micah Parsons. Like it's just the craziest fucking thing to do.
Like, what if we reconstructed
And it's so
him?
punting on this
in a lab.
season. Because no matter what, a run-stopping defensive lineman swapped for one of the best pass rushers in the league is not a win this season move.
No.
Time and time again, we see terrible decision after terrible decision made by the Cowboys. And yet, they're still America's team. And I think that's
That they are.
beautiful. They never
Go
quit.
Stars.
No matter
Yeah,
what.
America, famously a country of winners who don't pick bad people.
Undefeated.
Great in the
undefeated.
90s.
Yeah, 91 was really the best year. I wasn't there for it, but I just know it was.
Yeah.
Back when men were men and music was music, and I didn't have to do the dishes because I wasn't born yet. All right,
Yeah.
now we're headed to the worst fucking Monday night doubleheader of all time. I think it's really like by God's grace that these games are not back to back and they are kind of like one starts and the other one starts. I think I might find something else to do. I don't think I'm going to watch these games next
No.
week. Jets at Dolphins, and then you have Bengals at Broncos. Bengals at Broncos should be good, but Jake Browning, the only interesting thing about him is how tight his girlfriend's clothing is. Apparently. Tosh, look it up. Look it up. You know
Jake
what?
Browning girlfriend.
Jake Browning girlfriend. She's in an all white outfit.
I couldn't pick Mac Jones or Jake Browning out of a lineup. That's what I learned this week.
She's an IG model who likes showing off the fact that she has a flat stomach. Oh, it's this like all white bodysuit situation.
one.
I mean,
That
like,
one.
it's tacky,
Yeah.
but
Not going to matter because she's
That's
going to
the
be
thing
at
is,
home
before.
guarding the jewelry.
the thing is, it's too thin. If it was a more sturdy, robust material, it could be really cool, but instead it just looks like she put on one of those morph suits and cut off the face part so that could be outside, you know?
Could Mike McDaniels be fired if this goes horribly wrong this game?
I don't know. That depends. How shitty is Tua? Because
If it is like 30-0 and the
I'm
Jets
coming back around to
blow
Mike
them out.
McDaniels. I don't think it's his fault.
You think it's Tua?
I think it's fucking Tua. I never thought they should pay Tua. I think it would have been better to go to the fucking go banish yourself to the shadow realm than fucking pay Tua. Tua hasn't shown anything this whole time.
Is Mike McDaniel like Bizarro World Dayball?
Yes,
Dayball and
that-
Daniel Jones?
Yeah. The thing is, Tua's not going to go anywhere else and look good. I
Oh,
imagine
that's
that
why I
nobody-
said Bizarro World. He's like the anti-version of it, where they're
Oh,
both
yeah,
are
yeah,
like they were contracts that signed that people were kind of hesitant at when they had. You couldn't dissect the two from one another really, and then lo and behold, the Giants. It looks like Daniel was the better of the two, and this time it's Mike's the better of the two.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's
Yeah.
I think that could be a fair outcome. Is Justin Field excuse me. Is Justin Fields back for the Jets this week?
If he's gonna do it anywhere, might as
Shouldn't
well
it be at
here.
Miami? Shouldn't it be
Shouldn't it
Miami?
be at Miami?
I do. I feel like the Jets could blow out Miami because Miami had their little moral victory last week, which ended with Tua throwing an interception.
Word of praise of the week: moral victory.
And Tua throwing the ball like 3 yards every pass. It was either a pick or 3 yards down the field, and I think
just inexcusable fucking picks. He just throws
if you put up
right
34 on the Steelers, I feel like you could also do it with the Dolphins. So I can see it happening.
Yeah, okay, I could see it. I still believe in Justin Fields. I think he just ran into the fucking Bills and then got hurt. So that could happen to anybody. I mean, that literally happens to everybody. So I don't think it's really that big of a deal if the Jets lost. And they didn't have Justin Fields last week. And they had a chance to win that Steelers game. So I don't feel bad. I still believe in the Jets. I still believe Aaron Glenn can be a good head coach. And then the last one, Bengals at Broncos.
It's still up. Real quick, breaking news. It is still up in the air. He's practicing, but he's not fully cleared from concussion protocol.
Okay, got it. Heard it here first, folks. Or if that was like really like early news today, then maybe
from an article I read that was made 9 hours ago.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Breaking. Jake Browning at Bo Nix. Will either of these quarterbacks be on a team in 5 years?
Clipboard.
Bo Nix, yes.
Clipboard Jesus. Bo Nix will pull something
out. I think Bo Nix, and I think they could both still be like those guys that are hanging around. Like Tyrod Taylor, right, on the Jets. Where it's, oh yeah, this guy. Remember when someone thought he would be a starter? And he's just been a backup.
There's nothing more iconic than Kenneth Walker running fucking east-west instead of north-south. I really think that's what makes a good running back, when you run towards the sideline instead of the end zone. Good job, you
get
fucking
your cardinal
dink.
directions mixed up. It's not his fault.
That's true. That's how most car accidents happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You try to take a left turn, but your right blinker's on. It confuses everybody. Gotta give him a little break.
Rest in peace, Grandma. You weren't my grandma, but you were someone's.
Describing the Seahawks offense as people with blinkers mixed up.
They're trying. They're trying.
There's a bunch of people out there that think we're talking about ripping a jewel till we get a blinker, but we're not. It's cars, people.
In cars.
Yeah, RJ Harvey better do something.
That was a
or
very
my
convincing
team's
noise.
Thank you.
Jake.
Yeah,
I'm practicing for Police Academy.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be a very sad way to end out the weekend, unless, who knows? Because the NFL can be fun, and maybe Jake Browning and Bo Nix will get into a little duel out there.
It does always feel pretty likely that a bad game could turn into a good game more so than because you never expect when two teams have a shit game. But maybe it's just hope. Maybe you just have hope that this shit show could become good. And you remember those times when the hope pays off.
Yeah.
Also, I'm a baseball fan now. Last notes for anybody. I'm a baseball fan. The Mariners have finally done something. So let's go M's.
There's 3 things you can count on, and it's taxes, death, and Connor immediately when either the Beavers or the Mariners are in whatever tournament becoming a baseball fan again.
hey, they won the division.
Connor, 3 months ago you were saying, "Look, I'm into baseball now." When Oregon State was in their tournament.
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna never do it again.
I'm gonna do it again when they do it again. Yeah. Look, man, baseball's hard. I'm trying to make football a thing. Plus, I was not good at baseball. I wasn't good at football either, but, I like this sport more.
He does not know how to ball.
I do not know how to ball.
Nor does he know Aristotle, unfortunately.
So true. I'm going to give Brian another 5 seconds. If he doesn't show up, he's banned forever. The first ban.
Can I do a really quick Taylor's corner just because I got some tea from a group chat recently?
Yes. Wait.
Connor was in the same group chat.
Are we allowed to leak this?
I've already given it to Nora Princiotti, so I don't know if it's shown up on her podcast yet, but
okay. All right.
Sweetheart, no one's going to get in trouble for this.
Oh, God.
I am on record stating that I thought it was going to happen on June 13th because the first 13 Saturday of the year. We got a screenshot of a text message conversation wherein somebody said that their friend was intending on getting married at this really big wedding venue in Watch Hill, Rhode Island, which is where her holiday house is, on June 13th. And they were called by the venue, and the venue said, hey, somebody wants your date, they are willing to pay for your entire wedding and your honeymoon if you give up your date. First of all, I'm taking that deal every single day of the week. No matter who is paying for my wedding. Sure, go ahead, babe. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're going to do some upgrades while we're at it. Just let the direct deposit hit, okay? Mm-hmm. But who fits that description? Who could do that, could afford that? A lot of rich bitches in the U.S. could afford that. Who would actually go do it? I think there's very few people. That's all.
Now we've got it locked in here. So when it comes out, you can be just like Connor and
So
have
like,
evidence and tell people you were right.
Yes.
I was right, and that's all that matters.
That's all that ever matters to our sweet boy.
This has
That's
been
it.
another
Remember-
episode of Connor was right.
That's what we should call it. Yeah, we're back, by the way. New
We're so
episodes
back.
coming all the time.
We never left.
Boom.
Who said we left?
Loads and loads and loads and loads of
Loads?
episodes. Loads?
Loads?
Lowe's. Use code down there somewhere for nothing off at Lowe's. Because they haven't sponsored us yet. MyPillow.com. All right, this has been Down There Somewhere. I've been Connor.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Tash.
And we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Adios.